Yeah. One time for the city. Yeah. Same aura as...
Screen from Anunoby, pick and pop. Near baseline drive. Brunson in the paint, hands to Towns. Lost it, got it back. Kick out McBride. Three at the horn. Far corner, he drilled it. And the Knicks will take a 64-37 lead to the locker room in Game 6 against Boston. Bridges had it poked away at midcourt by Cornette, but gets across the timeline, dishes left to a wide-open Deuce McBride. He'll take a three from the wing. It's off the back rim. Offensive rebound, Robinson. Second try for McBride. No, he passed it inside to Hart. To the right corner for Brunson, and he hits the three. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. He hasn't officially waved the white flag, but reality sinking in for Boston. If you want to knock off the champions, you have to play like champions. And the Knicks did that tonight. A 119-81 win. And the outcome that no one in the NBA saw coming, aside from the New York Knicks themselves. Knicks in 6. And they're on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years.
This is the Weekend Playbook on Mad Dog Sports Radio. Now, here's Jake Asman.
The sweet sounds of Tyler Murray on the play-by-play on ESPN New York. Knicks Radio. Knicks in the conference finals, as you heard there, for the first time in 25 years. And joining us right now is someone who knows the Knicks as well as anyone. He is the host and the curator of KnicksFanTV, the largest New York Knicks channel on YouTube. You also could hear him on SiriusXM, NBA Radio. He's a good friend of mine, the great CP The Fanchise. Joins us now here on Mad Dog Sports Radio. CP, always appreciate your time. How you feeling, man? The Knicks are just 4 wins away now from the NBA Finals. Can you believe it?
Jake, honestly, still can't, but, man, it's orange and blue skies, man. Beautiful day here in New York. It's been a jubilant weekend here in New York, and, look, man, the fans deserve it. And, look, they're going to the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. The celebration is well-deserved, and we'll focus on Wednesday. I know the anticipation is on high right now. Fans want these guys playing tomorrow, but for now, we'll, enjoy the accomplishment that they just made this on Friday.
Take me back to the start of this game, CP. So I thought the Knicks were going to win. I just didn't think it would be this easy. And I kept waiting for the other shoe to drop, wait for that Boston run to at least make this close. Because when the Knicks have won games these playoffs, you know this, they've all been nail-biters, the cardiac Knicks. I mean, at what point for you did you think, wow, like this is over, this is done. The Knicks aren't just going to win, but this is not even going to be close. It's a party in the Garden.
Honestly, man, the first half, everything that I was looking for this Knicks team to do to win this game and take this series came to fruition. Number one, starting with Karl Anthony Towns. The ferocity with which he played, the team going to him early, and him getting established offensively. That was vital coming off of a down Game 5. The Knicks defense being on a string, again, playing with intensity, communicating, switching on everything, and switching with force. They did just that. And I knew that if they came out with that energy and that type of focus on the defensive end, that they were going to have a good shot at winning this thing. On top of that, look, man, the way Boston came out starting this series, going 25 for 100 from 3, anything is possible with a jump shooting team like that. It's a make or miss league. And sometimes it's going to be your night, sometimes it's not. But for the Knicks, the way that they were dialed in and Boston was cold, I knew from the first half that they were going to have this one in the bag.
CP The Fanchise with us here as we talk about the Knicks, who beat the Boston Celtics in Game 6 at the Garden on Friday night, 119-81. You look at the beginning of this game, and I thought Karl Anthony Towns coming out as aggressive as he was, CP. That is, to me, a major piece for the Knicks. It set the tone early. What did you see from Cat? And now just kind of moving forward to Indiana, how important is Karl Anthony Towns in this matchup against the Pacers?
Vital in a multitude of ways. Number one, in this entire playoffs, I have not seen one matchup where Karl Anthony Towns can't dominate. But it's up to him, and it's up to the point guard and the coach to make sure that he eats early. And, that means not settling on the three-point line. That means, hey, you're going to have to get it out the mud, get into that low box, and go to work. It's not as easy. It takes a lot of physical toll. But for Karl Anthony Towns, that is what the Knicks traded. That is why they traded for him and trading Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo. He has to be one of those leading guys for this team. So he set a great example in Game 6. And look, against the Indiana Pacers, this isn't a, winded Kristaps Porzingis that he's got to deal with in terms of pick and pop situations. Miles Turner has been giving the Knicks fits for years now. And so Karl Anthony Towns, especially when he's starting in that starting five, at the five, him and Jalen Brunson, they're going to have to be on a string in terms of their pick-and-pop communication and dealing with Miles Turner. Miles Turner can also defend in the low block. He's a good shot blocker. So Towns has got to be, once again, aggressive, but also disciplined, Jake. That has been his Achilles heel throughout his entire career, and they're going to need him on the court. So the silly fouls can't happen in this series.
Speaking of silly fouls, right, we've seen at times Mitchell Robinson get himself into some foul trouble, but we've also seen teams try and utilize the hack-a-Mitch strategy to get him off the court because he's been so dominant. Your thoughts on Mitchell Robinson's impact, not just in this past series, CP, but really since he's been back, the Knicks defense has been at a much different level, an elite level, if you will, and just how important now Mitch is to this team going forward.
They don't make it this far without Mitchell Robinson. He's been my X factor for this team for years now, not even just this series, because of his impact on the court. It's easy to see why when he came back, this Knicks defense was vastly improved because, he does so many of the little things that you overlook from, staying in rotations. I mean, look at that play, that play that really signified this game. Mitchell Robinson all over the perimeter, guarding all five Celtics, it seemed, and ending it, shutting down Jalen Brown and stealing the ball away from him. That was phenomenal defense. You look at the offensive side of things, the Knicks' ability to win the rebounding battle against the Celtics, especially in Game 4, I thought that was crucial, and Mitchell Robinson played a huge role in that, especially on the offensive side of the ball. When you're going up against the Celtics, you're going to need multiple possessions to put them away, and him really mauling Porzingis and Luke Cornett on the boards, not only gave the Knicks second-chance opportunities, but when you have to commit multiple guys on Mitchell Robinson to try to keep him off the glass, it slows down your tempo as well. And so that's why he's also going to be important against a high-octane Pacer offense.
CP The Fanchise with us here, founder of KnicksFanTV. You also could hear him, of course, on SiriusXM NBA Radio. CP, Jalen Brunson, I mean, he's in my lifetime as a fan of the Knicks, he is to me the best thing to happen to my fandom. Before he got here, the Knicks had 8 playoff wins in the last 20 years. In the last 3 years he's been here, they have 21 playoff wins. And I think you could honestly make an argument he's on his way to being a Mount Rushmore Knick, and no Knick is going to wear number 11 when it's all said and done. You're watching him every game like I am. Can you try and just describe the impact he's had and what he has meant to this franchise, what he has meant to this fan base?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is I said it on the Game 6 postgame show that we are deeply in the Brunson era, and it's been a thrill ride so far. Between him just raising his game onto this NBA scene to superstardom. I mean, something that not even his father admitted he saw coming. That is a tremendous New York story, an underdog story from the bottom to the top. His leadership, Jake, cannot be understated. That is why he wears the captain designation. He studied Derek Jeter. He holds himself accountable when he has bad games. He never has back-to-back off nights. Whenever he's out of sync, whenever he's off kilter, he comes back the next night and executes, and his team rallies around him. And so, part of this build, Jake, in terms of where the Knicks are right now, a lot of luck has to play into it. And their ability to sign Jalen Brunson to 2 team-friendly deals, him raising his level to the superstar level, 2 All-Stars, 2 All-NBA, I mean, that is extreme luck here for this franchise. But, man, the clutch factor, his ability to raise his level in the biggest stage, it's monumental for this organization and this city.
How much credit should Leon Rose, the GM of the team, and Tom Thibodeau, of course, the head coach of the team, get for basically resurrecting this franchise? I mean, this franchise, they were considered the worst franchise in sports, sell the team chance at the owner, James Dolan. Now it's completely flipped. I mean, the Knicks are one of the more the better-run teams in sports. It's crazy to say that out loud. Just your thoughts on the regime that came in and has done a great job, resurrecting this franchise.
They've gone from the model of dysfunction to the model of stability in these 20-some-odd years. It's been an incredible resurrection of this franchise, and Leon Rose and Tom Thibodeau deserve a ton of credit. Tibbs really laid the foundation here, the culture here with this team. These guys rally behind him. They're dialed in with them. But again, Leon Rose handling and running this team like an executive does. You bring in the people who are typically smarter than you, who can handle different tasks, namely Brock Aller with the salary cap, right? Like understanding that the NBA salary cap and its implications are changing over these few years. He brought in a guy that was going to be ahead of it, ahead of the game, playing chess in terms of how the Knicks dole out contracts, how they make trades, how they draft, so on and so forth. They've been remarkable in that regard. But, what the crazy thing is, Jake, is that, when Leon Rose first came here, I remember the back pages of the papers, and it was the superstar agent turned president is coming here, and they had all these superstars right next to him, Chris Paul, LeBron James. So we're thinking like, okay, he's going to bring in, one of these marquee talents. Little did we know that the marquee talent was going to start with Jalen Brunson. And that's why, this is just a remarkable story, man. So those guys deserve a ton of credit.
What's your take on those criticizing the Knicks fans for celebrating the second-round playoff win, taking the streets outside MSG? What's your message to those who just don't understand what the Knicks fan, especially the Knicks fan that's under the age of 35, has gone through?
Yeah. Listen, man, it's just hating because probably 90% of those people aren't here in the city enjoying it. You and I are both here. I was out there on 7th Avenue after Game 6. The jubilation, the joy, it's deserved, man. Nobody does it like New York. In sports, culture, you name it. It was just incredible to be out there with the fans out there on 7th Avenue. And look, we've been dormant for 2 decades. And look, for the younger generation, like I said, man, I'm very happy for the younger generation to really experience true playoff basketball, like not flash in the pan memories like Linsanity and things of that nature. Like those are all great, but this is like, memories that will be etched in your brain for a lifetime. So for the younger generation, it's all good. Celebrate how you want to. I mean, you saw the guy scaling the billboard there. That was a little crazy. Don't put your life on the line, but definitely enjoy it, man. It's well deserved.
I can't believe Mitchell Robinson's driving his monster pickup truck, in Manhattan. Good luck, Mitch.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too many fans to be driving that around.
At the elder statesman, man. And, again, well-deserved for Mitch having to come through a multitude of injuries and to have a performance like that and have that be celebrated by the fans. He deserves that as well.
CP, you're the best. Appreciate you hopping on. Congrats to you on all your success, and let's go Knicks.
Jake, anytime, man. Have a great week.